Hi everyone! Welcome to Keeping Up with the Fonzies. We are from SFPSC, which is Sunway Foundation's Program Student Committee. So, my name is Isha.
And I'm Rizal. So, why do we choose the name Keeping Up with the Fonzies? So, we choose this name because this podcast is essentially where the SFPSC catch up on the latest news on what's happening on campus and the SFPSC, such as different events.
For today's topic, as you may guess, it's Halloween, with the hats. Fun fact, I painted my nails just for today because I wanted to look a bit more mysterious.
I wear the outfit orange and black. Yeah.
So, we're going to be talking about SpookyFuntober. You might be wondering what that is. Talk about that later.
So now, let's welcome our guest, which is our cultural lecturer in Sunway Foundation Program. Now we have our first guest, which is Miss Sharini and Miss Felicia. Yay! So now let's move on to icebreaker, and so let's get to know about our cultural lecturer a little bit more before we start our podcast. Okay, so let's go for the first cultural lecture, which is Miss Sharini. Hi, Miss Sharini. So can you tell us more about yourself and what's your name and
Alright, so my name, if you didn't know, is Miss Sharini. Oh my god, I'm being put on the spot here. I really don't know anything much to say. I like reading, I like dogs, and I like Halloween. I like spooky stuff. I really do. Even though it scares me really bad, but I like Halloween stuff.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
It is fun. You get candy.
Yeah.
Now, Miss Felicia, will you introduce yourself?
Hi. Okay, I'm Felicia. I'm cultural lecturer. I am from Sabah, where the supernatural is part of our culture, I suppose.
Wow.
And I'm not into Halloween because I think I've only celebrated Halloween once when I was abroad. I don't think it's really a big thing here, but I do like to scare myself silly with horror movies.
Relatable.
Okay, so now let's have a ghost storytelling session by both of our cultural lecturer. Let's go.
Let's start with Miss Felicia. What is your horror story?
Okay.
Culture.
Yes. Anyway, there was one time where I was guesting at my friend's house. Why do I say guesting? Because it's more than one night, so it's like 2-3 weeks. And her house is a 3-story house, and then the guest bedroom is on the 3rd floor, which they hardly go there because they usually just use the second and the first floor.
Wow.
So I don't know whether it's understood when I say this, but the house always gives me this cold feeling, right? So even though people are staying there, but it's just 2 of them, husband and wife, but it's always, when I enter the house, I always feel that there's a very cold area. It's a cold area. So there have been a lot of happenings there before I came, and then especially like their helper would see things at night and those kind of things. And then,
oh my god.
and it got so bad that they actually hired a spiritual teacher or something to see what's happening. And then apparently there was a house that was being renovated, and then because of the disruptive nature of renovating and all that, the occupants of the house, which is a mother and daughter, decided to go to my friend's house because it's cold. Yeah, because it's cold. That's what they said. This was before I even went. So there was one night when I was sleeping, and then sometimes when you just wake up in the middle of the night for absolutely no reason, and it's not a toilet thing, okay? And then I saw like a little girl at the foot of the bed.
Oh no!
And she was, I can't really tell her face because it's dark, right? And
Okay.
and the room is like those blackout thing, but you can see a little bit. And she
Shadow.
was just like looking at me like from the foot of the bed.
Oh my
And
God.
me
From
being
under the bed.
no,
From the
not
corner.
a, it's not a Juon situation. Like at the foot of the bed, like just standing there and like. So she's like basically just like looking at me like that, and then I was like, I opened my eyes and I'm like, okay, I'm not doing this now, and then I just went back to bed.
So she
Nothing
was
actually happened.
At
So
the
she was
bottom
just
of your feet.
at the foot of the bed.
Oh my God, man, she drags your legs.
And you
Oh,
just
no.
turn
And then you just-
over.
Yeah,
And you just
because
continue to
but because I personally feel that humans are scarier than the supernatural. I would say that's what my mom always tell me, anyways.
True.
So yeah, that's my brush with the supernatural.
Good God.
That's scary.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's scary. That's scary. That's scary.
So there were a lot of things like her sister saw someone sitting at the side of the balcony,
Oh.
like in the shadows.
Oh.
And she could see it through the mirror because the mirror was facing the
Oh my God.
yeah. So it's like things so I didn't get, I mean they freaked out, but I felt like, I mean they just want somewhere to go.
Yeah.
And as a mother, but I didn't see the mom, so
She was probably right next.
She,
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
so that's
Right there.
I can't forget that. I feel like because I could really feel like she was just looking at me. Maybe she was lonely. I don't know. But I was
Maybe she
sleepy.
wants someone to accompany
Correct.
her.
But I was just sleepy, so I need my beauty sleep. Yeah.
True.
That's the story.
It does not faze her.
And
Yeah.
plus,
Pretty scary.
because of my background and our culture, we always think like we should be respectful to them.
Exactly.
As long as we're respectful to them, we respect their, territory and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ask for permission when you need to, go
Yeah,
to
you'll be
nature,
fine, yeah.
answer the call of nature. You'll be fine.
Yeah, then you'll be fine. Yeah.
Still though.
Yeah, it's very scary.
So much more
It's
respect
very
for
scary.
you.
I know you just went back
Have
to
I not
sleep.
said this before?
No.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
can't do this right now.
How?
Yeah.
Damn.
I really can't forget that. It's like really, and then the next day I was like telling my friends, they were like, "And you're still alive?" I'm like, "Yeah."
I'll just get up and leave. I would have just sleep.
It was like really like maybe, that witching hour like 3, 4.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's like 3 a.m.
Yeah, and
Devil's
usually people
hour.
wake up that time when they need to go to the loo or whatever. But
Yeah.
I didn't. I just felt like something was
Something
waking me up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why.
Maybe I shouldn't have done this podcast.
Yes, Sharini, it's your turn.
Yeah, next we have Miss Sharini to share her good stories.
Okay, so I have two, if time permits. I've got two to share. So the first one was this was when I was in college, university. Because I did STPM, and that's a horror story by itself.
Okay.
So I was in university, and it was really like the witching hour lah. It was around 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was doing my assignment. And so where I stayed, right, it's like so my room is my room door is here, and then my roommate's room door is here, and then it's
Okay.
just like a long corridor,
Okay.
which is dark, right?
Yeah.
So when I was doing my assignment at that witching hour, suddenly I could hear someone crying, a girl crying. And at that time, I thought it was my roommate because we were like assignment time, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
or maybe she's just crying. So I went out and I opened my door and I stood at her door to listen whether she was actually crying, but I could see at the bottom it was dark. There was no light or anything. And when I was
Okay.
listening, really I couldn't hear anything. There was nothing. And then I looked at the corridor. I still remember because it's dark. I looked down at the
Okay.
corridor and it was dark. And I could still hear the crying. And I'll never forget this because I could hear the voice and I could hear it coming closer.
Oh my god.
And it moved. It happened so fast, right? It moved past me. As it moved past me, you get this like
Yeah, like
chill,
the chill
right?
feelings,
The
yeah.
cold sweat and all that. And it moved past me. And I remember that I didn't feel scared, but I felt very sad. I don't know why. When I felt that move past me, I felt very sad.
Okay.
I don't know whether that was
Probably the aura of because she was
Yeah.
crying, right?
and then it just moved away.
Did it sound like a kid or like a girl?
No, like a young girl. A young
Oh.
girl. Not a child, it was a young girl.
Maybe she was.
But you
looking for
didn't
a
see anything. It was just the sound.
Just the sound.
And then the feeling of something
The feeling, yeah.
passing through you.
Yeah, you can feel like wind when it moves, biting cold wind when it moves past you, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Does it swap with you?
That is scary.
I don't know. If it did, well, there we go.
I haven't seen her
Yeah, but
crying
you
yet.
Not yet, but in the bathroom, that's a whole other. So that was the first story. The second one was actually when you were just now before, when you were telling about sleeping, that's when I remember this story. And this, I won't mention which hospital.
Okay,
I was
okay.
hospitalized. And I remember at night, because the room was so cold, I was like, why is this place so cold? And I pulled the blanket, and I remember I pulled the blanket and I was sleeping. And I had the weirdest dreams. And the whole time, right, in dreams, I could hear people calling my name, like just like calling. And suddenly there was a very loud shout of my name, and I felt the blanket being pulled.
Oh my god.
And when I woke up, memang the blanket was like
Half already.
halfway
down.
Half. You know when you're in that semi-conscious state, and then you can feel it move
Yeah.
halfway down. So that's when I was like, I need to get better fast. Like, I need to really fast and get out of this hospital.
Yeah.
So when you woke up, the blanket
It wasn't really like I woke up. You know when you're like semi-conscious, you can hear what's happening around, but you.
Was it like a sleep paralysis thing? Like you can't really.
Yeah.
That's the worst. That's so
Yeah.
scary. Like something is preventing you from getting conscious.
And I keep telling myself like, wake up, move, and I couldn't. And
Oh
that,
dear.
I've never had that happen, and except in that hospital.
So how did you sleep for the rest of the night?
I got out that very day. I was like, discharge, please. I can't. Discharge me. I ain't staying a day here.
Yeah.
I mean, generally hospitals, who wants to stay there, right?
Correct.
Was it like an old hospital or no? It was a new one, maybe. And there's already like things there.
Well, you know what happens at hospitals, right?
Yeah.
It's not
Oh, yeah,
just
that's true.
births and whatnot. It's the whole circle of life happens there.
Yeah, I was like, it's true.
So they're bound to be
No,
certain
but
things.
I hear stories where they pull on your blanket.
I know.
It's really frightening.
Or like, just give me my sleep lah. Actually,
Yeah,
you're right,
yeah,
right? At the end of the
yeah.
day, it's like,
It's pretty cold, you know.
I want to sleep. But yeah, so those are my two ghostly
No,
encounters.
it may be because like you're sleeping at their place and they want to sleep there.
Ayo, why you giving me ideas lah?
maybe that's why they pull your blanket away.
They want the blanket
They-
also. It's
yeah.
pretty cold.
They're cold as well.
Yeah, maybe they
Well,
want to
I
share.
left. I got myself discharged.
You can have the blanket. It's
Yeah.
fine.
You can take it. I'm leaving.
All yours.
Or maybe they were trying to get you away from whatever that was making you, pulling you away from consciousness.
No.
You know,
Maybe.
I like that idea.
Actually, some of them is actually good.
It's like a guardian angel thing.
Yeah. I did have this. I don't know whether it's too much, but I did have this experience on the day that my grandmother passed away. Everyone was at the hospital except for me because I remember I was having exams and we thought she was not going to pass that night. So everyone was at the hospital, but I was the only one that was at home because the next day we had exams and I was studying. I got the call. My sister called me and said that my grandmother had passed away. And so I went up to the altar to light a candle. And I got a very strong smell of X medicine. No, minyak cap kapa.
Okay,
And the
okay.
thing is, in my house, we don't use minyak cap kapa. But my grandmother, like, she basically drinks it. Right?
Okay.
And I'd like to think that since everyone was at the hospital except for me, like, she came to just say bye and then,
Yeah, time to
Like-
visit you.
That's sweet though.
Yeah, that's a nice,
Yeah.
not like a little girl hanging out.
But that's the thing. I don't believe that all encounters with the supernatural has to be in a like
Scary,
horror,
horror,
scary.
yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It can
Some of
be
them
like,
they're helping you.
Be wholesome.
Or maybe they want,
Wholesome, yeah.
or maybe they want help from you.
No.
Maybe that girl in the hallway she suffered through the same assignment.
Yeah,
that you did.
Maybe it was the cries of all the thousands of students.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, I will be a teacher.
and government, I don't know why, but Malaysian local university is like rife with all this, right? Like I had a friend who was in a very famous university. Every day at is it Maghrib?
Yeah.
Maghrib, yeah, Maghrib.
She
Like
will
after
get she will
7:30.
get possessed.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
She
always
will-
at the dawn,
She
right?
gets possessed and she starts speaking in a male
Oh
voice.
my lord.
And they're like, and she's so strong, like 4 or 5 people have to hold her down, those kind of thing.
God.
She had to take a year off to recover
Oh my
physically.
God.
Usually
and
it's always the dorm. The
Yeah.
dorm.
Yeah. Yes.
The dorm is very.
And how all Malaysian schools are built on some Japanese.
Correct.
How many Japanese graveyards
It's
are out
always
there?
the Japanese
All
graveyard.
built on it, all these Japanese
Where
fellas
are the
marching
Japanese
around.
ghosts though?
Yeah.
Like,
It's
Yeah.
very scary. So what
That's
about
awesome.
you? Do you have
Me?
any personal experience?
Yeah, do you have any?
I've had a few, but one of them that scared me the most was when I was younger. I think I was about 8 years old. Me and my siblings already slept in separate rooms, and my parents were downstairs doing their work. It was around 11 o'clock. That was past our bedtime, way past our bedtime already. We were all asleep, and all of a sudden, like in the middle of the night, we just hear a really loud like thud on our roof, and we were thinking like, what? I mean, for me, I was alone at that time. I was
Okay.
thinking, what was that? Because it sounded like as if a washing machine got thrown onto our roof. It was that loud.
Santa Claus.
Maybe he wanted to give us a new washing machine, you know. But at that time, that really scared me because moments after that, the 2 cars that we had started the horns started making sounds. All of a sudden,
The
you know the
alarm went
alarms? Yeah, the alarms went off. It was just so I got scared. Of course, I ran out my room. I went to go see my mom. And at the same time, my brother and my sister also ran out of their room. We came downstairs. We asked our parents, "Did you guys hear that?" And they said, "Heard what?" And we were just like, there was no way, because both of my siblings, and me and I heard the sound. It was so loud.
Even the car alarm.
Even the car alarm. When we went out, we thought like our parents stopped it or something. But when we went down, they were just like, "Hey, what? Why aren't you guys asleep?" We were so confused.
Oh my god.
What was that noise? But that house that I lived in was definitely had some sort of haunted stuff going on, because my sister and my brother saw something in her closet.
What?
Yeah. That's
Oh my
when
God.
they ran to my maid, but my maid went to tell my mom about it, and my mom scolded my maid. So
Okay.
What did they see in the closet? Do I
It
want
was
to
like-
know?
it was.
Let's know.
let's know.
All I
It's
want
a
to know
Halloween
in closet
podcast.
is Narnia. That's
It's,
it.
it's one of those really huge wardrobes where you can fit like a tall person inside that wardrobe.
Okay.
So, what they told me, it wasn't just my sister, it was my brother as well. That's why I believed them. When my sister opened her wardrobe, basically there was this figure standing over her, looking at her. And
Oh my god.
she called my brother, because she was just looking at it. She called my brother, and my brother saw it as well and took her out of the room to go and find the maid.
Okay.
But that was creepy for me to hear, because I used to live there. So hearing these things going around, like them actually seeing a figure, it confirmed a lot of things for us. It's pretty scary.
God. Oh god, how am I supposed to go home now?
Like you'll be
Well,
fine. Everyone have its own guardian angel, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly, yeah.
We'll be fine, we'll be fine.
Not all ghosts are bad. You know.
Yeah.
You might have one on your passenger seat as well.
No. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
We
but
tried.
okay.
We tried.
What about you, Rizal?
I actually have.
Two. One is at my mom, one is my own one. Talking about sleeping paralyzed just now. I got that before when I was like sleeping in my own room, and that time my parents both in UK because my sister is graduating, and then my brother always came home late because he have his modeling job, so you have to always pass that 3 a.m. that hour time when you come home. So it's of course the devil hour again. So I was like sleeping alone. I didn't sleep in my room that time because I was finished up my assignment and I was like very tired. So I just decided to sleep on the couch instead. So I slept on the couch, and then I thought that 3 a.m. my brother came home. So I open my eyes. I don't know, I think I'm only allowed to open my eyes. I can't move my body. I can't move my body. I just can't move. I can't move. I tried my best to like move it. I can't move it. I'm like, I'm just like looking around. I'm able to look around, but I just can't move.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
And then it feels very weird because the surrounding is so weird. It doesn't feel like my home. It doesn't feel like my home. It just doesn't feel like my home. It's very cold, and then it feels very weird. And then I decide to like look left a bit, and then I look right. And then once I look left and right, there's nothing. It's just like it's very dark. I can't see anything because usually left side I can see my TV over there, and then right side is like my dad's bicycle. So I couldn't see both of these things. So I got a bit afraid. So I just decided to look up. Once I look up, I see someone is staring at me straight away. And then straight away I'd be like, oh, okay, same. Same as Miss Felicia. I decided to, you know what, I have no time for this. I think it's just something else. I just went to sleep. I just closed my eye and then I end up sleeping again. And then at like 5 a.m. my brother woke me up again.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So was he pressing down on you?
No, it wasn't. He's just looking at me.
Oh, I
Just
hate
looking.
that.
Yeah.
He.
I don't know if it's he or her, but like I think it's a guy because it's just like.
But there is an entity that does that sits on you.
Yeah. Very hard to breathe on,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then the second encounter is actually by my mother, because our old house is 3-story. So
It's the 3-story house.
It's always the third floor.
Yeah.
Nobody goes there.
yeah, it's always the third floor, and then it's
Devil's
same
floor.
again.
You guys
Maybe
are strong.
she's like every house confirm got one. It's just whether or not you respect them or you don't respect them.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True.
But I've had that when I was a kid, like because I don't have a 3-story house, but I have a 2-story house, and my mom always likes to call me from her room. So there are a couple of times when I hear her calling, and I'm like, okay, what, I'm coming, and then she's like, I didn't call you. And then a few times it happened, and then there was one time that like she sounded very angry, and then I'm like, okay, I'm in trouble now. So
Okay.
she said, why do you keep on coming? And then I said, because you keep on calling, I keep on hearing you call. Then she said, next time if I hear it again, I don't answer the call. Like don't respond to it. I don't know why though, but she said that.
She knows.
Yeah.
Did you hear it again?
A couple of times, but then after that I just ignored it.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah, it's always someone calling your name.
Yeah.
Someone
Yeah,
Someone
and
familiar.
it's someone familiar that to you
Yeah.
that always calls your name.
That's why there's a thing saying like you can't, when you go into like jungle, jungle trip,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can't
yeah, correct,
call
correct,
your friends
correct.
by their name. You have to
Yeah.
use like their nickname or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Because they follow. Even now, I heard there's like stories in like, you know, like those like Al-Quran thing, or maybe the
Yeah.
Christian, like the Bible thing. Even now, some of the ghosts, they hafal the thing, like they memorize the thing. So it's like when you do it on them, they will read it back to you.
Oh my god, they
Yeah.
challenge you.
Yeah. So it's like it's more harder to like
Learn it
actually,
goes.
yeah, yeah.
They're,
Hmm.
they
But when you think about it, Felicia, doesn't a lot of it sound like teaching in a classroom? When you know your name, you're like, chur, and then you go back home and you still hear it as well.
Exactly.
Now we know where the ghost are.
Teaching feels a lot like a haunting, actually.
I know, right?
Oh, that's so true.
Except
That said, we still love you guys.
it never ends.
Yeah.
Keep haunting us.
But the scariest one is the doppelganger story. Have you heard of the
Oh,
doppelganger story?
yeah.
The one that you think that it's your family member and you interact with it and you talk to it and then you get a phone call and then it's your mom, but you see your mom there.
Oh, Lord!
Yeah, that's so scary. I see that a lot being shared, you know what I mean?
I've had a similar experience to that
Really?
before, where
That would scare me.
I used to go downstairs in the middle of the night, you know, to get some snacks from the kitchen, and my mom would be asleep by that time. But this one night, I went downstairs to make myself tea, and I saw my mom, because we have a cat and we have a toilet specifically for our cat's loo and stuff like that.
Okay.
I saw my mom standing in front of that toilet, and I asked her, "What are you doing? The cat's upstairs, right?" And she just looked at me, and she said, she didn't say, but she did this with her hand, Not sure what this meant. If it meant like go or move
come,
on,
yeah.
come. I couldn't tell if it was come or it was go, like get out of here. But I just ignored it. I was like, all right, good night. So I washed my plate. I washed my cup and I made my way upstairs. Then I realized my mom's light was on and I started hearing noises where, her phone noises, like the TikTok that she watches or something. And I went inside her room and I saw her lying down on her bed using her phone. And then I asked her, weren't you downstairs? And she said, no, I've been here the whole time. And that gave me such a chill that I went to sleep in her room that night because I didn't want to be around anybody that I might have thought was my mom. So I just slept in her room.
Are you still staying in the same house?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
This is different compared to the house where we saw things in the wardrobe and heard things from the roof. But somehow this house has stuff as well for some reason.
God.
I don't know if it's following us or if every single house just has to have one of these entities.
I think, and I know we're taking up time here, but I think a house has energy.
Yeah.
I think it depends on who stays in that house, and if it's a happy is subjective, but if it's a house that has a good vibe, right? I feel that the people who live there have a good vibe, right? I feel the house takes on that energy.
Yeah.
And if it's an unhappy household, the house takes on that energy.
Yeah. True, I agree.
That's why you get like certain houses like
Correct, like cold, cold area.
creepy houses. Most of the houses.
And this is like, I mean, they're well off, is it? So it's like those like T20 areas.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Do you want to live in a place where you have someone looking at you?
No.
At the end of your bed.
At the end of
A
the bed.
literal
Yeah,
child.
so that's
Oh
why.
my goodness.
I can't handle the child thing, Felicia. I think you're my hero now.
But you can't see it. You can just see the size of it. Like it's a child.
So you could still see a child
It's
Yeah,
there.
it's a child, yeah.
It's the body of a child.
And you're so casual and going back. Oh god.
It's
I
like
think I would have
ignoring
just like
your children,
harakiri
you know?
myself right there, like just like
Yeah, I just
excuse me.
Oh, my turn.
my turn.
I'll join you next.
I think, but I think if I got the doppelganger thing, then that would really scare me because it's someone that you know, and then it's like you're interacting with it and sitting in the living room, and then you get a call and I'm not back yet. I'll be back late.
And then
Oh my God. What do you mean you'll be back late? What do you mean you're here?
excuse me.
Hold on, I'm in a phone call.
I'm gonna do this a little bit.
I'll do it myself instead. You don't have to do it for me.
Can you imagine picking up a call from your mom with your mom just sitting right in front of you and looking at
Can
you?
you not put ideas into anyone's heads right now?
Let's stop imagining.
Yeah.
Let's take a moment to.
Come back.
Say a prayer.
Yeah.
Dearly Father. Pray.
There might be something in this room, so
Stop it.
So early on today, we had a little activity where we went around Sunway College scaring people, and we want to show it to our guests. Mind you, it's also our first time watching it, so
It's
we're all in this together, guys.
Yeah, we all in this together.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Bring it on.
Alright.
I'm scared.
Oh, it's Mr. Faiz.
Oh, no reaction.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
You're so nonchalant about it.
Oh my god.
Is that even a jump scare?
god. Chase him.
Chase them on the stairs.
So kasihan.
Oh my god.
Oh. Oh.
Oh damn.
Is this Aniket?
No.
It's funny because it sounds like he's going around barking.
Right.
Oh, that's it?
Well,
Oh my god.
Comments.
Regarding?
It was funny.
She already said it the best. She sounds like she's just barking at people. The bark is worse than. What did they say about the bark worse than its bite? Yeah.
It was funny. I thought it was quite funny.
It was
But to
funny.
me, the Faiz one was the most funniest.
Yeah.
Nothing scares Mr. Faiz. Except for students.
Nothing phases
Oh.
Faiz. Yeah.
Oh.
Faces Faiz. Yeah.
Damn, we should have used that instead.
Right.
What?
But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the confetti. Very much. I think
Yeah.
There's one more here.
Yeah.
I suppose.
I should have tied my hair up in anticipation of that.
So that means our jump scare was the green face just now.
This is by far the most unfazed. She's so nonchalant and cool about it. Like, you can't scare her anymore.
I mean, there is the nun. There is like.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought you should have put like culture paper and 00000. Yeah, that would be.
But that's
Oh,
not,
yeah.
that's not scary for us. That's scary for you. You should have put how many papers we're marking.
Yeah.
August intake, how many papers we're marking. That would have been scarier.
That's true. Oh my god.
Oh
August
god,
is-
that's so.
1,000 bucks.
Well, that's the jump scare.
That's the jump scare right there.
Good attempt, I would say.
Good attempt. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yay!
We tried.
We tried. But it works.
It worked a bit.
Conclusion.
We're about to conclude. I want to ask you guys, what are you guys planning to? How are you guys planning to spend your Halloween?
What a good question.
Let's have Miss Shari to go first.
Okay, so I really, really want to go for this show called Hantu, I think so.
Is that a show? Is that like a room thing?
And no, so it's not like an escape room. It's like an experience of like a haunting situation.
Interactive?
Yeah, it's an interactive. Yeah,
Ah.
I really want to go for that and get scared.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, you want to go alone or go?
No, of course I'm gonna go with my friends. Crazy! Oh my god!
Alright, everyone, let's ask Miss Shari. Who want to go with Miss Shari? Let's go.
Boom!
So it's like you like they had like something spooky and all that.
Yeah, so they've got three
And
different
probably
types
like
of
jump
scenery.
scare as well.
No. So there is jump scares, but they are also like they tell you a story. So one of it is about this. There's three different stories, I think. So one story is about a dancer who's obsessed with being perfect in the skill,
Okay.
and then I think falls into black magic. So you journey with the dancer as she goes through this whole experience. So it's very
You
much
kind of
you're
have to like
watching.
walk into like the class kind of
yeah,
thing,
yeah,
right?
yeah. So
that's
you are
interesting.
part of the story, that kind of thing.
Oh,
so
I
I'm
love
so
that.
keen to So that's
We should
gonna be
go.
my Halloween plan.
Four
Yes.
of us.
I think we
Yes.
would haunt.
4 of us.
Yes.
What, filming this and go. Special edition.
Yeah,
Right after this video. It's like our reaction in Hondu. Actually.
Yes. So that's my plan for Halloween.
That sounds fun.
that's
Actually.
When are you planning to go?
I have no idea, but my plan is in October, since it's the haunting month. Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. let's
Count
do
me
it.
in. Let's do it.
It's a plan.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm doing advertising for Hantu. So
Shout out, sponsor us to go. Sponsor us to go. Sponsor us to go.
Okay.
yeah.
Whoa.
What about you guys? What are your plans for Halloween?
Let's go to Hontu.
It looks like I
Gotta
started
plan
something.
already.
Field trip.
There's one more thing. There's one more event also. It's just right beside us. Some really good night of Fright.
Exactly.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah.
We can also go there.
Has it started?
Yes, it
Oh,
started.
it has, yeah.
Like
Okay.
for the past 2 weeks. Yeah.
Have you guys ever been to Nights of Fright?
No, because I don't like that rabbit with the bloody face.
Oh yeah.
I'm just no.
What? Oh, you mean the poster?
The poster.
Ah, yeah.
And then you can see them wearing the mask with the bloody face. There's something about that rabbit face. It's just very unsettling.
Yeah.
Every time I see mascots, I want to punch them.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was a good idea.
Yeah. But before we wrap up this podcast, just have to shout out for this. SpookyFuntoberParty.
I was waiting to do that.
Party. So we have this game night which is on 19th of October,
Mhm.
Thursday, and the other one is movie night which is on 20th of October, Friday.
And what's the movie?
Annabelle.
Woohoo! I'm coming
Yeah.
for that.
We're bringing the doll.
Where's
No,
that?
I'm
Is that
kidding.
here?
Yeah, it's here.
Mm.
So do shout out and join. If you want to see Hantu experience and Narapa experience,
Yay!
you must join these 2 events first.
Exactly,
Yes.
Okay.
I guess that's it. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.
guys
Enjoyed it. Thank you for having
And
us.
We enjoyed
before
it.
we end, of course, we must say the thing: like and subscribe to our channel.
Yeah.
Yay!
So I finally get to do that. Like and subscribe. Okay, sorry.
Like and subscribe. So thank you, Miss Felicia and Miss Sharini, both of
problem.
our culture lecture here to share us their ghost storytelling and also fun event. I'm really looking up to the Hantu experience with both of you. Yeah. So thank you. Bye.
Thank you.